Hello everybody, this is Nick Simpson from Just Traffic Profit, guys, and this is the 5th video in our series that is covering the topic of how to create a search engine friendly web page, guys. And we are following along with the Google Search Engine Optimization Starter Guide. And guys, this is a free document available for Google. If you have not gone out there and got this yet, then I highly suggest you do so. That is where I'm pulling the information I'm creating these videos with. So we left off, I believe, in the last video talking a little bit about site structure, and we also covered how site maps work and what those are going to do for your site. It is very important that you have a site map, guys. That's really going to help you as far as SEO, or search engine optimization, goes. And let's take a quick look where we're at here in the document today, guys. As we're picking up after the sitemap information, they start talking about offering quality content and services on your site, guys. Now, this can mean a lot of things depending on what your site offers and what your site's drive, or what your topic is that you're covering on your website, guys. Now, they do say that creating, actually, let me just read this first to you because this is actually amazing. Creating compelling and useful content will likely influence your website more than any other factors discussed here. So what Google and their engineers are saying is that the quality of the content on your site is more important than anything else you can do. You can have bad structure, you can have bad tags, you cannot have a sitemap, guys, and all this stuff is less important than having junky or unimportant content. If you can make good content, you can make up for all these other factors, guys. Now, one thing they do say is they talk about the real world of people and a buzz that people create, talking about emailing back and forth and discussing your website, sending visitors via word of mouth, and social networking sites. They, of course, do not discuss their social engine, which is a big change coming in Google, guys. If I haven't talked about that, I'll make a video on that later. But what they're trying to say is that you need to make stuff that is informative and useful to your visitors on your site, because not only is that quality to the people that view your site, but the search engine bots and spiders are going to see this information as valuable as well. So you kind of got to make the computers happy and the people happy when you're setting up your content. I know it seems a little tricky, but they have recently added a little leeway. You used to have to be a very technical writer to be effective in writing content for web pages, and many people would hire technical writers to assist them with developing the content for their pages. Now, what they have done now, they said somewhere in here something to the extent of, don't use sloppy text, capitalize stuff, use correct punctuation. Guys, if you're not good with punctuation and spelling and stuff like that, type your content in Word, run the spell and grammar checker, paste it in your web page. Okay, most people, I don't need to tell this to, but there's some people out there that just will feed content to a site and leave it as it is and think that's as good as it gets. Well, guys, you can put a little more effort into it than that. Get Word. If you don't have Word, go to Google Documents. It's free. You can spell check there, guys. It does say that using relevant language is what I was trying to get around to here. Using relevant language. What this means, guys, is that, okay, if you're a baseball player or if you are into small engines, some of the terminology you may use on either of those topics may be slang terms, but as long as the slang terms are accurate and generally accepted in the niche or in the topic that you're working your website under, then these terms are fine. In the past, slang words were basically thrown out and they weren't used because Google's capabilities were not up to par to really filter through the information, and their algorithm was not complex enough to understand this. Now it is. So if you are writing about something, and computers, guys, there's so many phrases and abbreviations that it's just ridiculous, guys. But the point is that these little abbreviations and different slang phrases and terms people use that are in the know in a certain topic or niche are now acceptable, and they are valued. They're valid and valued by Google. Okay, so it's important that you use topical, meaning on the topic, language as you write your content, guys. That's very important. And they go on to say creating fresh and unique content, and I'm sure we've been over this before. You can't take content from somewhere else. You cannot copy content. It has to be yours, only yours, and you have to write it. Just a quick rollback if I did not cover this, or if you've missed my other videos, guys. If you copy someone's content and put it on your page, it may be useful information to your visitors, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you have permission to do so. But Google will only give one site credit for the content if it's been on another site and Google has indexed those pages. Your content, when you copy it from that page, it will not add any value to your website. Okay, it doesn't always necessarily detract value, but it's not adding any value whatsoever. So if you're not writing unique content for your web pages, guys, then you're not doing what Google wants to see. So simply put, get out there, write information, make it unique, make it pertinent to the topic you're covering, and use the language which people that are interested in your topic understand. Okay, that's pretty much content, guys. But they go over a couple more things, nothing really important. But write better anchor text. Now, anchor text is something that there's been a lot of discussion about with if you ever get into conversations or reading articles about backlinks to your website, guys. And all that means is if I went to eBay and I saw a link to a website and I went to that website, the website that has their link on eBay, the link from eBay to their site is called a backlink. It links back to my web page. Sorry about that, guys. I had a cough. Okay, and in the example they show here, I don't know if we're going to be able to really catch this or not, but the example they show here, what they're talking about is the top 10 rarest baseball cards, okay? And in this hyperlink, this is the HTML, okay, the highlighted text is the text that you would see in the link, and then the www.brandonsbaseballcards.com above that would be the actual web address that this link would send you to. When they say anchor text, what they mean is not the hyperlink address, not the website address, but the text that you would click on to go to that link. Now, why that is important is because the text that you use in your link is used and valued in relationship to what is on your web page. So if you have a link that says click here, that's no good, guys. Those are out. They've been out for a while. Click here doesn't say anything about your website. It's not descriptive, it's not accurate, it's no good. If you have a site about dogs, you better well have dogs in the text that links back to your site. And again, this is something that Google will not necessarily penalize you for, but it will not add value, or but it's not going to raise your rankings. It's not going to help your page rank. It's not going to get you listed higher in search results. It's just another link. Now, having multiple links coming back to your web page is always good. It's never a bad thing, but you don't want to get caught up on useless links. You want good ones every time, guys. So if you can adjust or control the text used to link to your site, if you're trading links with someone, tell them, I want this text because this text describes what I got. A lot of times people will want the anchor text to coincide with their title tags or with the title of a most recent article that someone may be linking to, and that, as far as the search engine's eyes go, makes it more valid because of that text. They want everything saying the same thing about your web page, including your web page, and the more times they can see that, the higher they're going to rate your site, and the higher they're going to think that your site truly is what it says it is. You're adding validity to your own presence on the internet by building these backlinks with correct text in them. Okay, guys, I got to cut it off. Nick Simpson, JustTrafficProfit.com. I'm almost 10 minutes, and that's all I got on YouTube, guys. Sorry. Check you later.